Hey there, my name's Todd and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a quick video here, just an update. When I first started doing YouTube videos, I'm like, I'm going to put out a video every other day at least, and then try putting in a short or something on the odd days. So up until last week, I was doing pretty good. I'm not 100% at it, but I was doing pretty good. So after the last video, it could have even been that same day that I did the icon toolbox video. In fact, here it is. I've got it in my personal pickup, and this is where it's going to live. So that day, I think it was Wednesday, and I think the video went out Wednesday evening. So anyway, that day it was, I was home in North Carolina, and it was spent most of the day outside. I did some mowing and some stuff around my place there. So somewhere during that day, I picked up a spider, and I ended up with at least 3 spider bites that I know of. I did squash the little sucker, but I squashed him so good that I don't know what kind he was. So that being said, I've been stung by spiders or bit by spiders before, and I get bit by a spider. I didn't think anything of it, and they itch, they burn, and I was irritated by it. But that's all I did. I just thought, oh, it'll get better, Well, it didn't. It didn't get better. In fact, it got worse. And I've done a little research about spider bites. Again, I don't know what kind of spider bite this is. It could have been a diamondback rattlesnake for all that. I don't know. It could have been a black widow maybe. We have black widows in North Carolina. I don't think we do have brown recluses, I think. But I know a little bit about brown recluse spider bites, and they look different than this. This is a pretty nasty spider bite. In design, it got real. I won't gore you with the details because it's gross. I got one right here on my neck, and 2 on my arm over here. Extremely painful. So I was dealing with some pain. I got a pretty high pain tolerance, and I just kind of deal with things like that in the same manner as anything else. I just don't deal with it. I just go on with my life. So I haven't gone to the doctor and got anything done about it, but I had to go on a short trip for work, and I got pretty ill. It feels like, have you ever had the flu and you're just seriously body aches? So I've been just my muscles and my hands and my fingers, my knees, the joints. It just feels like I'm having a hard time moving my extremities, and it's extremely painful. I don't have arthritis yet. I'm sure I will, because I've got several broken bones from various accidents throughout my life, and anyway, my body's a little bit beat up already. So, but I don't have a lot of arthritis in my body yet. I'm 53 years old, so I know what's coming. My father's got arthritis in his hands. So I don't know exactly what that feels like, but to me this feels kind of like what arthritis would feel like. Joint pain, like especially this finger, these fingers, just doing that is extremely painful. It's hard to get any sleep at night because I wake up in pain because of not being able to sleep because of the pain. So I was like, I really want to get a video out and do so. I want to get outside and get in the shop and make a video. It's Sunday, kind of the end of the weekend. I'm pretty serious about this YouTube thing, so I want to do it. I want to give the people that watch my channel. I know we're low on viewers right now because we're brand new, but I feel like if we keep plugging away and be consistent, that we're gonna gain followers. I'm gonna become a better speaker on camera, and my true personality will come out more and more. And I look forward to being able to be more comfortable to where you guys get to see who I am as a person in my life. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell you guys about what's been going on the last couple days. And like I say, I was gonna make a video today, and I just feel like absolute garbage the last few days, and it's all I can do. I know that in my pickup right now it's showing 102, so extremely hot outside, and I don't feel like getting out in the heat, especially when you don't feel good. So I feel like I got the flu without all the flu symptoms. I definitely have a headache, and my stomach's been bothering me. I don't know whether my stomach's bothering me because of the spider bite, or if my stomach is upset because I've been eating ibuprofen and Tylenol. I was doing, like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, and then I would do Tylenol, alternating. Ibuprofen seems to do better as far as making my muscles loosen up, because it's obviously a anti-inflammatory. So what I've been doing is I switched it up, and I've been doing 400 milligrams of each at the same time. I know there's all kinds of people telling me all kinds of things to do. I think I should probably take an antihistamine, maybe something like Benadryl, but I've been on the move. I've had to be on the move, and so I didn't want to truly crash by taking some Benadryl, because that makes me crash. So tomorrow's Monday, and I have a super busy day for at least the majority of the day tomorrow. I'm still going to try to get a video made, and I won't make it if it's not quality. Not saying that my videos are quality, but I do have a standard that I want to maintain in my head. So even if it's just my standard, which is probably low, but anyway, I'll try to get something done tomorrow. I've got some ideas that I had kind of in the works. I've got some things I got to work out. I really want to do a cross-country trip here in the next couple weeks, out to the West Coast. I may be able to ride to Medford, Oregon, from literally East Coast to West Coast, and then I may not be able to do both ways, but I'm very blessed where I'm able to ship my bike on a truck out to various locations in the United States. So I'm able to do that. So I may ride it. I may put it on a truck and ship it out, so that then I can take my time and do a couple of week trip on the way home. I did it last summer, and rode across country last summer, and kind of did, I wouldn't call it an iron butt, but I had a little bumps in the road along the ways, and not motorcycle problems, just problems that was work problems, so I had to kind of deal with on the way. I have a job where I have to be available. Okay, I'm kind of an on-call situation and be able to handle situations as they come up. Okay, so I had to do that and have a couple days here and there. On the road home, I ended up instead of coming all the way across, I ended up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, dealing with an issue, and then anyway, got back on track. But so the days that I was riding on the bike, I was moving. So I literally get up in the morning and ride hard all day until the sun went down, and either find a place to camp out or grab a hotel. But met some great people along that trip. I met some great people. Met a guy from England that had shipped his bike over to Alaska, and I bumped into him in Kansas, believe it or not. So it was funny. I had booked a hotel, and that's a whole video in itself, but I'll run through it. I booked a hotel online in Wichita while I was getting gas, and I had about another hour of daylight, and I'm trying to push pretty hard, so I ended up booking this hotel on hotels.com or some travel website, and I run a VPN on my phone. So if you don't run a VPN, I run NordVPN. I recommend NordVPN. It's a great VPN. It keeps you protected, especially when you travel. I travel quite a bit for work, and it's a handy tool. So I run a VPN. I had it set to London. So like I say, I booked this hotel in Kansas and not really knowing what I was booking. And I showed up at this hotel, and there was a gentleman there sitting on the porch, and there was a beautiful Tiger 900 adventure bike sitting outside the hotel. And this was an old-timey hotel. It's got a great history. Go check it out. It's called the Beaufort. It's in Beaufort, Kansas. I need to check that. I'll put a link in this of what it is. It might be Beaumont. It's either Beaumont or Beaufort, Kansas. Anyway, this hotel's got quite a bit of history. It was very clean, very nice stay, but I stayed there midweek, and it was just me and this guy staying. So the lady checked me in. She was waiting for me to get there. Checked me in. She could tell from my VPN and my check-in for somehow. I didn't know that was a thing, but she thought I was from England. So the only guy that she had staying in this hotel at the same time was this other biker from England. Well, he knew I was on a bike. It's kind of a weird thing, because he knew I was on a bike. How she knew I was on a bike, I don't know, because I don't have that as a thing. So she knew somehow I was on a bike. So I pulled up, and he says, "Are you from England?" And I said, "No, I'm from North Carolina." And he was a little disappointed, I think, at first. He was expecting another Brit guy to show up. So I explained to him about the VPN and the issues with that, and how that she might have got confused. Anyway, she checked me in, gave me an old-fashioned key. If you youngsters haven't seen them, a key is to a hotel is not a card. It's actually, you used to take an actual key and stick it in the lock and turn it, and it was like magic. The door would open up. Had tumblers in the lock, and she actually gave me a key with a keychain on it. Anyway, I stayed the night in that hotel. She's like, "Go ahead and unpack. I'm going to take off to go to home." I said, "You aren't staying?" And she's like, "Nope, it's just me, you, and the other guy." So it was weird. Every room was different, and every room was open, except the room he stayed in and my room, and there was one other door with a number on it that was closed. So, and it was locked, because I did try, because I'm freaky like that. So, it was odd. It was you know, I was a little freaked out. I'm not superstitious. I'm not saying that there's no such thing as ghosts, but if there was a ghost, it would be in that hotel in Kansas. Sorry, ma'am, if that is bad, because it was a really nice place. I'm not trying to put your place down, but if there's a ghost, you probably got one in that hotel, because it's old and creaky and a little spooky at night when you're in there by yourself, and all the rooms are open except one. So anyway, stayed the night, got up in the morning, and visited with this guy. He was staying for a couple days, and I ended up packing up and leaving. So anyway, pretty neat story. We stay in touch, and made a new friend. So anyway, that was part of that trip. But other than that, I just highballed it home about as fast as you could do. 800 miles, you know, a day average. And on the KLR 650, that's a lot of miles to do. But saw some beautiful country. Came down through the Ozarks and through Missouri. And if you've never seen that kind of country, the worst part of the trip was the plains in Kansas, because I try to stay off of the main roads as much as I can and run back roads. So Kansas was pretty much just a straight shot through cattle country, and it was windy and dusty, and it was hot, and it was insane. But anyway, great trip. Had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to do it again. So as of right now, I'm trying to plan my route back. I'm thinking it's going to be I'll be heading back at the end of August, so like the 27th, 28th, and I'll be heading back across. I don't have my route planned out, but if anybody has a suggestion as far as things that you want to see, I'll be going from Idaho, the Pocatello, Idaho area, to the Raleigh-Durham area in North Carolina. So if anybody has points between here and there, or things to see, historical sites, biggest ball of twine, biggest Hereford bull in the world, the lady that lives in the shoe house, I don't know, put them in the comments, and I will try to fit those into the route. So I'm looking forward to it. Coming back this time, I'm hoping to have a little more time to stop and smell the roses. So that being said, that's kind of an update. I didn't really mean to get into all the upcoming stuff. I was really just going to do a spider bite update and explanation. Don't get, and if you do get bit by a spider, I recommend going into the doctor day 2 if you're hurting, and they, I guess they've got some antibiotics and some cream. I'm stubborn, and I have just fought it, and I've been absolutely miserable. So go to the doctor. I think my wife's a little upset at me because I did it, and she told me to go to the doctor, but she loves me because she knows that I'm just stubborn, and I don't always listen. So I think she understands that I'm an idiot sometimes. So anyway, go to the doctor, get it checked out. I've had several people tell me that I need to go and get it checked out. So I waited too long, and I've suffered way too much, probably because of it. But I think I'm on the downhill slide of it, and nothing but, you know, healing to come. If in a couple days I'm still not feeling good, then I will probably march my little behind into a doctor and say, help, wave a white flag and surrender to the modern Western medicine that we have here. But until then, I'm going to sign off and keep suffering. I'm headed to a family get-together now, and that's the update. So I look forward to it. I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate people watching. If you haven't watched anything the last couple days and you haven't seen all my videos, I think I'm up to, like 17 total or 18 total. I know that's a small amount, but if you haven't seen them, that's including the shorts. Go check them out, give them a like, share them with somebody, and by the end of the month, I'd like to be 100 subscribers. Maybe that's pie in the sky, or out of the realm. I'm new to this, so I don't even know if that's possible. Oh, anything's possible. So that's my goal. That's my goal. I don't buy subscribers. I don't promote my videos because I want these to be motorcycle related, and I think that you're probably going to see aspects of my life through getting to know me and my hobbies and my daily life that will you'll get feelers out into it, but we're going to try to keep it focused on the motorcycles. So anyway, done talking. You're probably sick of it, and enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy the week, and just comment, subscribe, all the things, all the things. Do that. So love you, mean it. Have a good weekend.